Well, good morning and welcome to Cincy Lifestyle. You know, it is Wednesday. You know what, Clyde? The week seems to be going a little quicker. I can't believe it's Wednesday already.
I can. Trust me when I tell you, it feels like Wednesday. It actually feels like Tuesday, so I'm glad it's Wednesday. Good morning to you, Mona.
Good morning, Clyde. You know what? It is also fall, and we had our first day of fall yesterday, and I've got some really fun fall facts for you, Clyde.
Aha.
All right. Did you know historically fall was called harvest because of the harvest moon that occurs close to the autumn equinox? And let's see, I'm sure you know all these, Clyde, because you are so brilliant. But fall is...
Well, strike one, Mona, because I didn't know that.
Well, fall is also caused by the Earth's tilt, not our distance from the sun. So it's caused by the Earth's tilt. Mm-hmm. Okay?
It's
and then
tilt.
This is one that I think all of our viewers are going to love. Weight gain around this time of year may not be from all the food that you eat. No. Researchers have found that lack of vitamin D reduces fat breakdown and triggers fat storage. So the lack of sunlight has more to do with the extra gain than all that pumpkin spice lattes and pies that we eat this and drink this time of year. So that's a good news about fall.
So bottom line, Mona, bottom line, it is not our fault.
Thank you. Yes, it is not our fault. That's right, Clyde. So you can go ahead and eat up and drink up all your pumpkin lattes. Just get a little sun. Just get a little sun. And you
Don't worry, we will. Hey, you know, Mona, there is, after all, a definite health and fitness aspect to our program today anyway. First of all, a spray that helps you deal with the stresses of these times, how schools can keep students healthier and learning, and a way you can make sure you, your loved ones, and your neighbors have adequate blood supplies in an emergency. But we're going to start with a great and fun way to get in shape. It's Simply Divine, as in Divine Fitness, a unique approach to trimming and toning developed by fitness entrepreneurs in our community. Allie had the chance to move with Dee. Take a look.
What is it about dance that you two really gravitated towards?
The freedom to be free. You know, there's so many. You have, like, for basketball, there's fundamentals. You know, for football, there's fundamentals. But with music, you just let the music move you. And you just feel so free. And I just feel like music, to me, is very therapeutic. So just adding dance to it, why not?
I think another big component that dance and fitness in general is just for our mental health. It's really just so important, especially us as Black women, to have, you know, maintain very high mental health and things that feed into a positive mindset. And dance is very much that outlet for me. And it's like sometimes, you know, I'm not in the mood, but I always keep in mind what the end result is. I know when I get done with that good workout and I'm hanging out with my friends, even though it's over Zoom now, we can't be, you know, in person, but even meeting over Zoom, we're able to make those connections, and I feel so much better afterwards. I feel so much better. Even, you know, after I'm sweating and I'm out of breath and everything, I'm still like on that high. And I remember how I felt before, and just so glad that I made the choice to do it. So mental health is like #1 for us.
On cloud nine. So let's talk about that a little bit more. So you supplied us #1 with a little video of choreography. Explain that and how you're kind of interacting with clients digitally now.
Yes, so we have gone completely virtual, although there are, you know, times where we may meet outside and social distance, of course, but we're completely virtual on Zoom. I really say that you don't have to know how to dance. This is for beginners. Our classes at Pretty Girls Train, they're all for beginners, you know, and you go at your own pace. Everything can be modified and everything is no problem. You know, everything is no problem, because as long as you're moving, you're doing it right. When you're not moving, that's when you're doing it wrong.
I think in addition to the classes being held on Zoom, it's not a time commitment. So if you're not able to attend the live classes, the recordings are also available up until the end of the week. So it's very, very flexible for everyone's schedule. We're in different time zones. We have people in like the East Coast, West Coast, down south. It's like all over.
So, and one final question, I love asking this, and this is for both of you. What is the one thing that you want to let people know about Move with Dee and what you two are doing with the whole program?
When I think of Move with Dee and I think of, the long term, I want to move the world. I want to impact as many people as I can and let them know it does not even matter if you can just walk. Maybe you can't run. As long as you move, I want to move as many people as I can while I am on this earth.
I love it. Figuratively and literally.
Yes, literally, figuratively, I want to move the world.
And just to piggyback off of what Dee said, in addition to moving the world, I think ultimately we just want to be empowering. We want to empower women. We want to encourage them, to support each other, that we're never in competition with each other. There's always room for a queen to grow.
Oh, I can feel that energy. Ladies, we're going to definitely leave on that note. Thank you so much for taking the time for this.
When it comes to giving your immune system a boost, there are a lot of different options out there. But out of everything out there, wouldn't you like something portable, fast-acting, and super effective? Well, to tell us more, I want to welcome Kimberly Stiley from Benny Sprays. Thank you so much for talking to us. And I'm going to jump right in, Kimberly. What are the benefits of a sublingual delivery over traditional pills, powders, and gummies?
Well, sublingual, when you spray it under your tongue, means you get immediate access to your bloodstream. That allows us to cut out the fillers and the binders. You increase absorption, and it's about 9 times more effective than traditional supplements. So you get what you need right away.
All right, so talk to us a little bit about the 3 products that you offer.
The 3 different products are all in a spray format, which means you can customize your dose. It means that they're all packed with a number of different ingredients and proprietary blends. Boost It is for immune support. It includes vitamin C and D, and you can take 7 sprays every day. We have Charge It for sustained energy, including B vitamins for total health. And then there's Dream It, which is a combination of anti-anxiety support to shut down your racing mind and help you sleep and get a great night's rest.
That sounds good. So what feedback have you received from customers?
We get a lot of great feedback, and I'm so grateful for all of the people that talk to us about our products. Runners, athletes love the Charge It because of the sustained energy. There's no crash involved. They talk about how at the end of their workout, they just don't feel tired, which is great for me too. As a busy mom, I don't like energy shots. And Dream It, we have people who talk to us about not wanting to break up a melatonin gummy for their kids. They really like Dream because they know how much melatonin they're giving their kids. My 8-year-old takes 1 spray, my 12-year-old a couple. So the ability to customize your dose is something that moms find really great.
And how many doses come in a bottle?
In each bottle, it's 1 ounce. It's tiny, it's portable. You get 25 plus. A lot of times people are saying they take 3 to 5 of the charge, which means you get way more than 25. And our average consumer is taking between 2 and 4 on the Dream. So there's a lot packed into one convenient little bottle.
All right, and if people want to pick up a bottle or get more information about the product, where should they go?
Our website, itSpray.com, and we have a promo code OH50 for 50% off your entire order.
All right, Kimberly, thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you for having me.
And coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, September is Hunger Action Month. We'll tell you about a national nonprofit that's helping schools take a bite out of food insecurity locally. Stay with us. Thanks for sticking with us. You know, there is always emphasize_highlight always a critical need for blood, and we are fortunate to have one of the nation's top blood centers, Hoxworth, here in Cincinnati. And to make sure there's blood available should you or someone you care for need it, Hoxworth is getting the eye of the tiger. That's right, they're teaming up for their next donation drive with the Cincinnati Bengals. And here to tell us more about that is Kara Nicholas from Hoxworth Blood Center. Kara, always great to have you with us, and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me on.
So, you know, Hoxworth is in the business of helping folks in need in our community once more. First of all, tell us about the impact donating blood can have in the first place.
The really interesting thing about Hoxworth is that we are the only steward of the blood supply here in the Cincinnati area. So when you donate with Hoxworth, your blood is actually going to be used here in the Cincinnati area at one of 31 hospitals that we serve. So when you donate with us, you are actually saving a life close to home, which I think is just so powerful and so impactful.
Okay, and so now you're lining up with something of a Cincinnati institution, the Bengals, for a blood drive. Tell us about that.
Yes, so we've been partnering with the Bengals for years now. We're always so grateful for their support. We know Cincinnati is a little bit of a football country, so we're really excited to bring back the Bengals Blood Drive. It starts this Sunday, September 27th, and it'll run through Saturday, October 3rd. Everyone who donates at a Hoxworth Donor Center is going to get an exclusive Seize the Day t-shirt. So we're really excited to, you know, get people in the door, help save lives here in the community, and then everyone's going to get a little present from us as a thank you.
Okay, now along with that connection is the gifts that donors get. Tell us a little bit more about some of the standouts you've got.
Oh man. So I mean we have some great stuff that we give to donors. So we have this Seize the Day t-shirt, and the other really interesting thing is that when you donate with Hoxworth, you are going to be earning e-gift cards. So with our new donor program, so every donation that you make, you're going to get a little bit closer to earning a gift card through our Premier Donor Club. So that's really exciting too. So, you know, you're helping people in the community, but you're also, you know, doing a little something for yourself in the process.
A little bit of time left, but how valuable is support from organizations like the Bengals and the others with whom you share drives?
Again, since we are the only steward of the blood supply here in the community, it is really crucial for us to partner with these organizations. It's, you know, it brings the Cincinnati vibe full circle. And, you know, it's really important for us because they help us, you know, get donors in the door. They help us promote the need. They let the community know when there is a critical need for blood. So it's really important for us. And we're always so grateful for the Bengals support every year.
One more time before we go, give us the rundown on where the drive is happening and how people can sign up to donate.
Yes, so it is starting this Sunday, the 27th, through Saturday, October 3rd. That is at all Hoxworth neighborhood donor centers. There are 7 of them around the city. You can give us a call at 513-451-0910 or go to hoxworth.org to schedule your donation.
All right, Kara, as always, thank you so much for talking to us this morning.
Thank you.
Mona?
Well, September is Hunger Action Month, and as we near the end of the month, hunger in America is more serious than ever, especially for children. And schools are back in session, but whether learning is live or at home, schools still play a critical role in feeding our kids. And to tell us more, I want to welcome Alexis Glick, the CEO of Gen Youth, a national nonprofit dedicated to creating healthier school communities. Alexis, thanks for talking to us today. And we'll dive right in. How important are schools in feeding and nourishing our kids?
1 in 4 kids in America is food insecure. Prior to the pandemic, most folks didn't realize it, but our school buildings feed 30 million children a day in America, and that number continues to escalate. School buildings are truly ground zero. They're the great equalizer in America, and at our job at Gen Youth to create healthier school communities, what we did is create an emergency school meal delivery fund. We opened it up and made it available to all schools, particularly schools right in your backyard in Cincinnati, for schools to apply for up to a $3,000 grant. Right now, we've received tens of thousands of applications. In fact, as we sit here, we've supported 9,000 schools, but 9,000 more have requested upwards of 30 million in grant requests for storage, transportation, coolers, all of the ways in which they can serve vital meals daily right there in your backyard.
You know, that is fantastic. So can you talk a little bit about how some of the other challenges that schools face in just getting the meals to the kids?
Well, as you know, we actually just did a survey, in fact, with about 550 school nutrition professionals. And those are the cafeteria folks on the front lines doing our work. And what we found is that while only 4% of schools are in traditional in-person learning, 100% of them continue to provide meals. That means that 96% of our schools are in a variety of different distance learning scenarios. So the key thing we need to do is take the transportation of those meals out of the cafeteria into grab-and-go models, whether it be on school buses or for families to pick them up in parking lots. So what we're doing is a lot of different methods to get those meals to kids and families. And as you know, right there in Cincinnati, with an unemployment rate just north of 9%, this is now more critical than ever that we make sure that those school buildings that are ground zero get the equipment and the resources that they need, because right now that is one of the key areas in the budget that they do not have funding for, and those meals are vital to the kids in our communities.
All right, you're absolutely right. So what can people watching and some of our viewers do to help get these meals to kids?
So one of the things you can do, you can go to our website, which is genyouthnow.org/donate if you are so inclined to be able to give us some resources to support our emergency school meal delivery fund. We've also just released a report today called Healthier School Communities: What's at Stake Now and What You Can Do About It. It shares some of the barriers that our school buildings are facing in our communities. And so if you go to our website, you can learn a little bit about the resources and availability. If you're so inclined to text to donate, you could text the word schools, type in the number 20222. It's a one-time $25 donation. It'll help us support the schools in your community. And the truth of the matter, the most important message that I want you to leave with is a simple one, and that is the only hunger our children should face is the hunger to learn. We need to support our kids right now. They are on the front lines. They need our help.
Well said. Very well said. Alexis, thank you so much for talking to us today. Clyde?
Founded in 1881, the Cincinnati Art Museum is one of the oldest art museums in the United States. When it opened in May of 1886, it was described as a gift of the people for the people. Well, 138 years later, the CAM has released a book that explores and highlights some of the museum's most notable exhibits, people, and events. And right now here to talk with us about that is Jeff Edwards, Cincinnati Art Museum archivist and author of Images of America, Cincinnati Art Museum. Jeff, thank you so much for being here with us. Congratulations.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Well, we're glad to have you. You spent how much time compiling these photos?
It was probably about a year altogether, going through, selecting the images that eventually went into the book and putting together the text that accompanies each image. So it was a long process, but it's been a great journey.
It sounds like it was. So you're excited really to have this book out today, huh?
Yeah, it's my first book, so I'm really pleased to see it released into the world today.
Well, good. So as you were going through, how many pictures did you go through for this book?
About 30,000 altogether, prints,
Wow.
Slides, negatives that we have in the archives.
No wonder it took a year.
It was a very difficult process.
So how did you decide what made it into the book? What were the criteria for what went into the book?
Well, as you said, the museum opened, the museum building opened in 1886. That's a lot of history to try and squeeze in. So a number of great images, unfortunately, didn't make the final cut. But in choosing those that did go in, I was looking for not only those that illustrate the brick and mortar history of the institution, but also those that illustrate how it's been a vibrant part of the community for the past 138 years. So there's a mixture of those that show the big events and big exhibitions that the museum's held, but just as many that show more casual shots that show people enjoying the museum and engaging with our collection. And that's really what we're all about.
Also some celebrities as well.
Yeah, there's a few cameos in the book. Neil Armstrong, he's there. He came to the museum in the 70s to shoot an introduction for a PBS documentary series on Charles Darwin in one of our Victorian period rooms. And of course, local legend Pete Rose came in 1985 to see the portrait of himself by Andy Warhol, which was commissioned just before Rose broke the record for most career hits.
Oh, why do you think it's important that this book be out?
The museum considers the support of the community one of our greatest assets. And as you mentioned, when the museum opened, it was called a gift of the people, by the people, because it was the people of Cincinnati who made the financial donations, both big and small, that allowed the museum to be built. And I think it's great to remember that, you know, this book helps remember how important that has been, that community support has been and continues to be for the museum.
Well, let's get some more of that support out there by telling people how they can find out more information about the book and about the museum.
You can purchase the book in our gift shop. If you can't make it to the museum, you can order it from our website, cincinnatiartmuseum.org. And you can also find information there about our opening hours, upcoming exhibits, current exhibits, all the information you need.
Jeff, thank you so much for, first of all, compiling the book and coming here to talk with us about it today. It looks like a great work.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And we'll be back with more Cincy Lifestyle on the other side of the break. Plus, have you checked us out on Facebook? I'm telling you, that's where we post all our guest segments and community stories, and you can watch them and you can share them with your friends. So, like and follow us right now at facebook.com/Cincy Lifestyle, and we'll be right back.
Mona, get out and enjoy.
Yeah, I plan to do that, you know, and the sun's going to be shining. Reach out to us and let us know your thoughts about the show. We always love hearing from you, and make it a great day.
Hey, thank you so much for watching our video. Now, if you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, be sure to make it a great day.